Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark, they're all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we're carrying on with our House Blackwood playthrough. Now in the last episode we became kings of the Blackwood finally, and the best thing about it was that we used Bracken gold to pay for our crown, so that was just absolutely awesome. There was no better way to pay for our crown than to use the gold of our enemy. Now, because we were kings, I did now give away the High Lordship of the Trident to House Ravenclaw, so they get Stilfen and Fieldstone along with the Blue Fork, which will hopefully get us more vassals once the more bannermen, sorry, and more soldiers once the vassals like him a bit more when he becomes of age. And we also obviously got the High Lordship of Seaguard, all but Gravesome, but we will give Seaguard to the Malisters once we get them under control. We're still saving up to recolonise Oldstones. I have forwarded about 2.5, 3 years off screen, I believe, as not a lot was happening. I wanted to obviously let things tick along, and rather than doing it all on screen and it being all very boring, I decided, yeah, to forward it off screen. I did invite some commanders to our court in that time, and I've given them names, going off the names that you guys put forward. So let's have a little look who we have. We have Eddard Brumore, which is a golden cup on a red background. Now these are all first man houses and all names that you guys come up with that I liked. We have Donald Darkly, and as he was a Cranagman, I went for like a nice little green archer on a brown background, nice little Cranagman looking sigil. I thought it looked cool anyway. Then we have, who else have we got? We've got a Malister there in our court, I just realised, which is interesting. We've got a couple of muds hanging around now, which is good as well. Robard Kerwin, who we invited. Obviously, he's just a Kerwin. He's married to a Glover, so we didn't need to change his. But it's cool that we have a Kerwin now in our court. Then we have Damon Hirsch. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm guessing it's Hirsch. And that is a white stack on a black field. And then we have Doran Locke with like a little eel serpent thing on a yellow background. And I believe that is all of the new custom courtiers that we've got. So there we go. We have just been called into war by our allies, the Starks, the kings in the north, to help them defend against the Iron Islands. They are losing that war, which is surprising, but obviously we accepted. They've helped us out a lot, so I don't want to let them down. And we may get some money from this war, who knows. So let's call up our bannermen and we'll get them to meet up in Marlet Bay. I don't think we have any ships, do we? Okay, we have 3 ships, so we're not going to be able to do a lot to help out, really, are we? We could go and siege Harrenhal, but I dread to think how well defended Harrenhal is. How many men does the Iron Islands have? King Blacktie, he's only got 9,000 men. How many men do the Starks have? Starks have 18,000 men, so I think they're probably just losing because it's a case of not being able to get their men over to the Iron Islands on time. So we'll see what we can do. I don't think we're going to be able to do much to sway the tide of that war, to be honest, but we'll accept and get involved anyway, just to say that we're helping out. We don't want that alliance to break down. I may just disband our men, actually, because there's not a lot we can do unless they bring their ships over for us, but I doubt that's going to happen. We're only 40 gold away from colonising Oldstones, which is what I definitely want to get to happen. Now 49, so we're only a year off our old man picture, which is interesting. We've still got that plot going to kill Aaron of Dragonstone, who has gone into hiding because of our plotting. We've still got the Obtain Valyrian Steel ambition going. Nothing fired with that just yet, which is a shame. Right, what can we do? How well defended will Harrenhal? Maybe we could siege Harrenhal. We might be able to do something there. Get everyone to meet up in Blackwood. Maybe we could do that. That'll give them a bit of war score at least. All the ships they've got, though, that's what's going to stop the North from being able to do much. Okay, they have docked a few men, yeah, so they're literally taking all of their start men to the Iron Islands on trips of 1,300 at a time. That is going to take them forever. So we'll see if we can siege Harrenhal and just help out where we can. We might be able to get a nice bounty of gold from sieging that as well. Artis Arryn died at the age of 46. Interesting. Doesn't really concern us too much, but never mind. Lord Clarence the Rash accepted Storm King Arlen VI of the Stormlands peace offer. Okay, let's merge our armies together. Let's get our best commanders over here. Desmond Rax, Dickon of Blackwood, and Damon Snow. Right, and then what's this? Who's the Trident at war with? Why have they got their men about? They are attacking Lord Perwyn of Acorn's Ridge in... so they're trying to get the Pipers of Pink Maiden. under their control. Right, let's march on to Harrenhal then, shall we, and see what we can do. See if... I don't even think we'll have enough men to siege it, to be honest. If not, we'll just bring our men back home and disband them. We'll try and do what we can to help. The Iron King is actually imprisoned. Iron King Harulf the One-Eyed. Interesting. Nice name. Right, let's get our men round to Harrenhal, see if we can do anything. Your Grace, for some time now, I've been in the employ of Lord Medgar, now I seek a better station. Let's have a look at you, Sir Norbert. Okay, you're an Andal and you're a knight, so no, I'm okay, thank you. And you wasn't even that impressive, so we'll give you a miss, I think. My courtier, Brennet Icemas, has expressed a desire to get married. Marriage, please, then, good sir. A son was born to Robard Kerwin and Kyra Glover, named Royce Kerwin. Okay. We've got one child lacking in education, Mariah Stark. What are you good at? You're very good at martial, so we'll go for the martial education. Let's get you a better guardian, someone with very good martial. There we go. And there of the old gods as well. Can we arrange you a matrimonial betrothal to make sure that the Stark name does carry on? Is there going to be anybody here that's going to be willing to go for that, though? Just a old god worshipper will do, really. There's not going to be anything special, so long as the Stark name carries on. How old are you? You're 12. Here we go. This guy here, 13. Perfect. Carry on the Stark name down in the Riverlands. We'll spend Hyla, get her the best education. We've still got plenty of money. And yeah, as I thought, we're not going to have enough manpower to siege Harrenhal. Harrenhal is, wow, 10,000 defenders. Right, so we'll just bring the men home. Okay, the Starks are winning heavily now, so we'll just bring the men home, disband them. We'll say we were in the war. Yeah, we're helping out. We're just hanging around in the Riverlands, doing not a lot, but it'll keep our alliance going, and that's all that matters, really. We ain't got any ships to help. That's something we probably need to work on. We could do with getting some ships over on this west coast, just in case the Ironborn start raiding us. We don't want the Ironborns taking it. I thought we would have more ships in Seaguard, to be honest. Oh no, we've got 6 ships in Seaguard. Okay. It's still not a lot, is it, though, to be fair. We have now got our claim on Gravesome, and we've got a claim on the Twins as well. We're currently trying to get the Freylands, but we've got to wait for our truce to expire with advances before we can do anything there. So we may as well wait for our money to increase first so that we can colonise Oldstones and get the Muds seated back where they belong. We've also obviously got to wait for that truce to expire with the Brackens before we can do anything there. And wow, the Golden Tooth. Ah, because they've tried to... Okay, Your Grace, I write on behalf of the bank to express my consternation at the actions of your bannerman, Lord Coleman Carton. I don't care. We'll get him on side more. So, because they've tried to force vassalisation, a lot of the Westerlands have come to the aid of the Pipers. So that's good. It stops the advances from expanding, because obviously we want the Riverland lands once we get a chance to. We'll try and get these lands up here first, bordering the north, get them converted back to the old gods. I'm currently trying to convert Seaguard. I skipped over Marlet Bay and Rushmore and went straight for Seaguard. As we are currently the Lord of Seaguard, I thought hopefully it might be a little bit easier for us to convert. Sia says these peasants are all mine to command like little slaves. She could get arbitrary, cruel or proud. But if we say no, she'll get wrath. So she's gonna she gained the wrath trait. Fair enough. Who are you? Arrange. May live in Hongkong. We propose that Hago, son of Harrow, and Princess Zira of Blackwood marry. I don't think so. We need to get you a marriage because everyone's trying to marry you at the moment, aren't they? King Torrin. We can actually marry you to King Torrin himself. No, we'll go with an old god worshipper, if possible. You've got actually decent traits, haven't you, Zia? Really decent traits. We've already got plenty of Blackwoods around, to be honest. There's a Bolton, there's a Risewell. There's a Stark, but he's 5 years younger than you. Not really anyone else around, is there? That's. We could make you to a Peak or one of our bannermen to keep them on side a little bit more. There's another Bolton. Is there any more Starks? Doesn't look like there's any more Starks. Some Blackwoods can marry you to your nephews, which is weird, but obviously this is Game of Thrones, that sort of thing's fine. I may go with the Peak, who are our bannermen, to be honest, just to try and keep our bannermen on side a little bit more, start marrying into them. Like, we've already got the best alliance that we can get with the Starks, so there's not really any other alliances that we can do, so let's marry you to... Oh, he's the heir of the Castle of Fairmarket as well. So yes, we'll do that. That's a decent one. Get some of our bannermen more on side. Right, what do we need? 60 gold until we can colonise Oldstones. Yours in Mercy Legend. I accept your suggestion. Perfect. King England the Just has inherited the city of Stonebridge. Doesn't really concern us. How long have we got left on this truce with you, actually? Truce ends on 8/20. Wow, so we've still got 6 years until that truce is over. That's a lot longer than I realised. Damn, that's going to take a long time. But we can let our realm prosper well in that. We can forward some things along. Dear Master of Blackwood, I hereby invite you to the wedding of your daughter. Yeah, of course, I will travel to the wedding of my daughter. And then we get some prestige and piety out of that, which would be good. Archer's Umber died a natural death. Master Perwin greeted us warmly to the wedding. Barley beer was served. The most lovely music was played throughout the whole night. The ceremony between Williman and Princess Zaya and the grand feast shall be held upon the morrow. Thank you for having us. Lord Garrison of Feastfires accepted Lord Lauren the Distrustful's peace offer. Lord Roland of Castamere has declared war of Castamere independence on King Lauren the Distrustful. Interesting. Stuff's kicking off big time in the west. Now Zia Blackwood and Willem Peg stand before a heart tree of the old god to take up the solemn vow of marriage. The great lords and ladies of Fairmont look on as he drapes the arms of House Peg around the bride to finally seal their marriage. And now for the feast. King Lauren the Distrustful has created title High Lordship of Case. Okay, so it doesn't look like the Castamere, the Rains are going to do very well of Castamere. They've not got the biggest amount of land, have they? That's going to be hard for them to win their war for independence. The feast is winding down, and now the bedding remains. Williman and Zia are stripped of all their garments by the revellers who make a brawdy joke along the way. They are then finally bundled into their bedchamber, where they are finally left alone. A fine tradition. Right, we need 40 more gold to colonise Oldstones. Master Perwin's wedding, it's over, and it is time to begin the long way home. After the music, the entertainment and the warmth of the real world suddenly feels cold and hostile. Gain 10 prestige. Don't need much gold at all. Cool quarter out of Iden. I don't even know. Right, we've got 74% back in there. Is there anyone else we can get into that? No. Well, it didn't really matter before, did it? The Senya's obviously not there. She's been exiled, which is a shame. Could send for the Faceless Men, but we won't do that. Could take a loan out just to get that last 39 gold, but I don't think it's worth it. We may as well wait for it to stock up on its own. It's not taking too long. And I just want to get rid of this horrible blue blob in the middle of our land, and it's going to be so good to get Oldstones back up and running. A son was born to Prince Lucas of Blackwood and Catelyn of Ravenclaw, named Rob. Rob Blackwood. Yeah, I like that. Rob Blackwood, that's a good name. Good first man name. Okay, open council position. We need a new court physician. We don't have one, so we're going to have to send to the Citadel for a maester, which costs us 20 gold, which is typical. So we're going to have to now save that 20 gold back up again, and we're back where we started. There we go, the Starks are winning a great battle over there, so that will hopefully win them that war. Your Grace, the Maester we sent from the Citadel has arrived in Blackwood Vale, a Western man by the name of Lewis. Let us hope he will be loyal and wise. Okay, he's pretty decent. Very good stewardship, very good learning. Perfect. Yeah, he'll do. Not bad at all. Open council position. Oh no, I'm going to say that should disappear now. I'm tempted to actually take the loan out. How much can we get on a loan? Bravos or lenders 86 gold, a minor bank 86 gold. What's the difference? Bravos want less interest rate, only 30%. So yeah, we'll go for that because I just want to get Oldstone colonised. Let's colonise Oldstones, do it. Perfect. It's so good to have Oldstones back. Right. The Mence is too big. Yes, that's because. Where are you? You're in our court somewhere. Christopher Mudd. Wow, you've had 4 daughters. You need to... 5, including the stillborn. You need to pop out some sons, mate. Right. Grant landed title. The Lordship of Oldstones, including the lower titles. And Oldstones is back. It's so good to see Oldstones back. Perfect. With the Mudds in control of it as well. Obviously, it's... Oh, no. City of Pitford and the Castle of Oldstones. Obviously, a ruin at the minute. It's going to need a lot of work because it's only a colony. It's annoying how long they take to sort out sometimes as well. But I'm so happy that Oldstones is back, right? And it's good as well because Blackwood can stretch the whole way across now rather than not being able to go through the stupid colony. We just need to get this little bit of land now and get the Malisters under our control. I don't know if to give Oldstones, give the Mudds the high seat of the High Lordship of Seagod or the Malisters now. I feel like I should probably give it to the Mudds like in the days of old. Who knows? We'll decide. What do you guys think? What do you guys think we should do? Do we give it to the Muds or the Malisters? I feel like it should be the Muds, really. And they are old gods as well, which is even better. That's another old god province now. Does that mean, will they worship the old gods in that land? No, it's still Faith of the Seven. But, oh, so Maidstone is starting to sway back to the Seven again. They must have their priest there. That's annoying because we had converted that. So we're going to have to bring our priest back that way later on. It looks to convert that back to the old gods. You still worship the Seven. Fairmarket have converted to old gods, haven't they? Yes, and obviously Blue Fork is old gods because of Lord Ravenclaw. Yep, tick things along. Let's let our money improve. We'll try and get that loan paid off as quickly as we can. How are the starts doing now? 40%. We need a new Sworn Shield. Who have we got? Damon of House Hirsch. Yep, you'll do. Any more positions need filling? No, everything else is good. We could hold some feasts and stuff like that. Start getting more lords on side whilst we wait for our truces to expire. And we've still got these 2 more provinces to get under our control, well, get a claim on anyway before we want to go to war with Avances, so that we can take everything north of Southstone. Dragon King Aaron of Dragonstone has declared Dragon King Aaron's conquest of the Trident on King John the Bane. Okay, well that's bad news. Can we offer to join war? No, we can only declare war to press our claims. We've got to do something about that. Can we not kill him? He's in hiding still. Declare war. No, there's not much we can do there. He's in hiding. We could send for a faceless man, but God knows what they'd ask for. Has intrigue greater or equal to 12? Spy master. Let's see what they ask for. You have directly sent word to the Guild of Faceless Men in Bravos that you require their services. Soon they will reply. Name your price, assassins. Got to get rid of the Targaryens because they're going to ruin this playthrough for us if not. They've already took a huge plot of land there. Now, do we go to war with Avances to claim what we can before it's under Targaryen rule? Because it's not going to be long before it is, which is very annoying. Stupid Targaryens need to clear off. How many heirs do you have? Who's your heir? You've got a brother. Your Grace, King Mathis, the Trident is under attack from Dragonstone and is in need of aid. We implore you to join our coalition against our common enemy so that our mutual interests will remain protected. Of course, we shall aid you. We're going to have to fight with Avances. We've got to do what we can and try and push back. Oh, okay, so the Vale is helping out, which I wasn't expecting. That's good. That's really good. So we've got the Vale and the Trident armour and the Stormland armour and the Reach armour. Okay, maybe the Targaryens won't win this then. It looks like everybody is getting involved in this war, which is good. We've got a Commander of Blackwood missing. Who's disappeared? We've got literally nobody. We'll just go with you. Oh God. Oof. Yeah, whatever. You're not great though, are you? Right. Here's our main host. Merge together. What have we got? Let's put our best commanders. Damon, Dickon, and ooh. Yeah, it's got to be Robarb Kerwin, hasn't it? Really. Get all our troops together with the Vale and the Reach and the Stormlands, and then most of the Riverlands are together. We could push this back. We could push the Targaryens back. Hopefully. What is his dragon like? Dragon King Aeron. Relations. He's only got a baby dragon. It's only 8 years old. Not the best. Surely we can push that back. Depending on who his commanders are, though. That's the only problem. If his mother's involved, she's obviously got a very big dragon in Meraxis, so we've got to be careful of that. But let's get our men together and march on to the Dragonstone lands. Right. We haven't got any ships, so we're not going to be able to do anything on that front to help out, which is a shame. Just get our men together for now. Who knows, maybe we can get the Faceless Men to join in. We're actually fighting alongside Andals, which I don't like. A mysteriously hooded man approached you. This one can grant the gift of death for the right price. After standing in the shadows for a while, the hooded man steps into the light. The price is high. One must give it up, and the god of death will hear a name. 2,000 gold? Are you mad, Bravossi? That sum could pay for an army. Get out of here. Yeah, I don't have 2,000 gold. I've only got 64 gold. That's ridiculous. That is a huge amount of gold. Come on, guys. Or you can get your men down here. we need more men. Right, so what have we got? How many men does Dragonstone have? I've seen him have 9,000. He's got 13,000. That's a lot of men from such a small region. 13,000. His bannermen must love him. But yeah, with the Reach and the Stormlands and the Vale, we should have more than enough men. Surely we're going to have more than enough men. They are taking a long time to get down from Mistlewood. Where should we march? We're probably going to march on to Saltpans, Darry and Maidenpool and such. What's this province here again? Harroway's Town. Probably going to get Harroway's Town under siege. Don't want to fight the army led by the dragon. Okay, so the Stormlands are docking their men straight on Dragonstone, so that's good. If we had the ships, we could do that, but unfortunately we have no ships. Right, 600 men. Let's just march those on to Harroway's Town, and then these other 120 men or so will meet you there. Okay, they're going to get there probably before us, actually, which is interesting. Lord Ramsay the Meek has formed an alliance with Lord Henley of Hornwood. Okay, the Risewells and the Hornwoods. Arlen Durandon has had Imperius removed from their treasury. Okay, whatever that is. Your wife, Queen Desmira Osgrey, has died, and now it falls to you to decide whether to make the funeral a big and special event or just keep it a small and private one. Just a small private one will suffice. We're currently at war. We don't have a great amount of money. Here we go, we've got enough men to siege Harroway's Town, which is good. It's not very well defended at all. Prince Harlan of the Ironhearts is inherited a lordship of Nettlemont from Lord Narag Nettlemont. Oh wow, where did those 9,000 Targaryens come from over there? That's not good. They're going to start burning down the Riverlands. If we can take care of these other armies and start getting lands under siege, they need to get Dragonstone under siege quick. Well, it's a level 10 fortress, isn't it, Dragonstone? So, fort level 15, yeah, I knew it was higher than 10, so you can't actually assault it. So that's going to take a long time to siege, and they're just storming through the Riverlands, getting stuff under control. This might not be led by a dragon, hopefully. Army of Simon. So we could assault that army. What are the other armies currently doing? So it looks like the Stormlands are trying to get all their men over on Dragonstone. Dropping off about 4,000 at a time. Those 9,000 men there that I'm worried about. Army led by Athan. Who's Athan? Let's have a look in his court to see if he's got a dragon. And does Simon have a dragon? It was Simon, wasn't it? Yes, Simon and Athan. His two commanders, Simon and Athan. Here's Athan, courtier. He's 10, so it can't be him. Simon Melgar. He doesn't have a dragon, but his wife is Visenya, so that's not good. And who was the other one? Athan or something, wasn't it? Athan. Can't find an Athan. No idea. Athan Valerion. Aha, relations. Doesn't have a dragon either. So neither army seems to have a dragon. So we could go and assault that army and probably win once we get Harroway Town under siege. Wow, that is a huge army coming from the Vale. Nearly 20,000 men. Donald Smargy, my liege, I have noticed your mind seems to drift off whenever we discuss monetary issues. I believe that to make things interesting, one must be introduced to the subject, where it is directly relevant to oneself. Perhaps you would like to join me tomorrow on a full day's work. Yeah, okay, that could be interesting. Donald starts the day off by collecting taxes. Some people frown and complain when they give away their earnings. Donald calmly explains why taxes are collected and manages to appease the complainers. Earning trust is earning gold. 50 prestige. Perfect. Awesome. Today, Donald brings you to the nearest construction site to evaluate progress. Donald notices that the builders are lagging behind the agreed schedule and proceeds to question them. The builders complain about the weather and want more pay to cover the delays. Donald looks over your way, awaiting a response. We will hold our end of the deal when you hold yours. I guess one cannot predict the weather. Lose 10 gold. We could gain the trade trust in. No, we'll hold out our deal when you hold out yours. A friend has come to visit Donald this evening. The three of you have a good time discussing your experiences over a fine evening meal. The visitor nods at you, saying how lucky you are, Donald, to have a liege that understands your work. This cooperation should benefit the both of you. It's been interesting, more so than many other things I've tried. Gain the trait just. Yes, definitely, that's a great trait to have, justice, so we'll definitely take that. Have we almost sieged Harroway's Town? Yes. Okay, they're losing men on the march, which is good. Lord Arton of Claw Isle used a favour on Dragon King Aaron of Dragonstone to get the Senshar position. Okay, interesting. Well, yeah, we're currently unmarried, aren't we? I don't think Well, we could remarry, but we'll look after the war. We'll wait for now. Where is that Vale army going to? Hopefully they'll go and lift the siege on Gravesome. We've almost got Harroway's Town under siege, which is awesome. I'm very surprised how many allies have actually got. Wow, there's 18,000 men on Dragonstone, but the supply line is not big enough there. What are they doing? And they probably, then again, they might need about that many just to hold out. I wonder if the Lannisters will now join. And now the Lannisters have decided to join in with this war as well, which is awesome. Now that they've brought down the reigns of Castamere, they've decided to get involved, but they have got a little civil war going off with Ashmark, who are trying to also go for independence now, which is interesting. Siege of Haraway Town, a victory. Awesome. Right. Where should we march our men to now? Let's go march onto the army in Maidenpool. We'll help the Vale destroy that army. With 18,000 men, we should be able to destroy it. They hopefully won't have a dragon. Doesn't seem like they have many dragons, so hopefully we'll be okay. Oh god, yeah, they're absolutely slaughtering them. Apart from that 8,000 men over there, that's not good. But the Vale is absolutely annihilated that Targaryen host, which is awesome. Betrothed can marry Mariah Stark and Robert. Yes, send. Perfect. Let's get some more Starks in the world. Right, let's go lift the siege on the Antlers. Got to watch out for this Dragonstone army here, which is pretty impressive. How are they doing over on Dragonstone? 22,000. They just keep putting more and more men there. Right, let's go lift the siege on the Antlers. Here we go. Dragon King Aeron Targaryen has issued a call to his subjects promising glory and wealth to anyone who can master a dragon in his lands. No doubt he feels he needs dragon riders to fight in the war. Oh, bollocks. Right, well, that's not good news. Peace review. I've decided to accept your suggestion that Mariah and Robert get married. Perfect. Right. This isn't very well defended. We can assault that in a few days. Perfect. And bring that down. Attempt assault. There we go. And again, let's lift that siege. Puts us up to 14%. Let's get Maidenpool under siege then. Hopefully the Vale army can do something about that huge Dragonstone armor. Should we march with them and help? We probably should. Just in... They shouldn't have a dragon. They shouldn't. But they might. And that's the worrying thing. Yeah, let's march around to High Heart. The Vale may need our help. We might be a little bit too far behind now, though. Can't believe we're fighting alongside... Oh, God, now they've got 10,000 men. And the Vale's been absolutely destroyed. They must have a dragon there. They've got to have a dragon there. A daughter was born to Prince Lucas of Blackwood and Catelyn Ravenclaw, named Perenne Blackwood. Okay. Yeah, considering how quickly they just managed to crush that Vale army, I just seen the war score drop massively. They must have a dragon. We'll go march on Darry instead. We'll concentrate on sieging. We're at 47%, so yeah, we'll concentrate on the sieging. Oh, the Gardener army are also now on Driftmark. So if we just concentrate on the sieging while they do their thing, try and stay out of the way. My liege, my work in the Freylands seems to have come to fruition. By bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and forging documents, I've managed to fabricate a claim on the castle of the Freylands. Use it. Perfect. Right. Can we now move you? Let's get you to fabricate a claim on Erinford. And then we've got all the lands that we want next time we strike. So that's good. Really worried about those 9,000 Targaryens. Where are they marching to? They're coming into distance with us, so I'm going to march on to Maidenpool. Maybe the Crackclaw lands will be a little bit less defended siege-wise, so we could go and siege them. They might be they should be pretty poorly defended. There's no formidable castles or anything up there, is there? So we'd probably be better off marching up there. So let's do it. And I'm scared where that Targaryen host is going. Is it following us? I'm a little bit worried. Okay, at least they've got Dragonstone and Driftmark under siege. How are they getting on over there? Probably not very well. I don't know how well defended Dragonstone is. How many defenders has it got? Oh, okay, so it's only got 180 defenders, but they just can't assault it. Okay. Septon Allen of the Faith of the Seven Uprisings has declared Faith of the Seven revolt against King Mathis of Blackwood. Oh, you bastard. Of all the times you could do this. Oh, God, we're going to have to take the men. We're going to have to take the men home, aren't we? We're going to have to go the long way because I don't want to bump into that Targaryen host. Hang on a moment. Wait there. Where are they going? They are marching to the Antlers. Perfect. So we can march back home and avoid them, hopefully. We're at 50% though, so hopefully the Vale, the Gardeners, well, the Vale, the Reach, the Stormlands and the Rock can do most of the fighting while we're just involved to make sure it goes our way. Okay, looks like the Durandans are going to crush that little Targaryen host there that's tried to pop up on the mainland. On the mainland, on the homeland of the Targaryens. Right, yeah, let's go march on to this little uprising and take it down as quickly as possible. Needs taking down. I'm a little bit worried about it, to be honest. If we don't take that down, yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to undo all our work where we're trying to spread the old gods back in the homelands. Come on, men, hurry up and march home. Be careful of those 9,500 Targaryen men that I think do have a dragon. Stupid revolts of all the time. It's always at the worst time possible that you get these little revolts kick off. Come on. Be an easy victory. Put it down quickly. There we go. Perfect. Battle of Moortown in Rushmore. We're at 60% now, so if we go and get some of these lands under siege, that... There we go, 100%. Offer peace and force demands. Yes. Septon Alvin. Banish you to the Knights. Yeah, we'll banish you to the Knights. What will we lose gold for doing that, though? I don't really want to spend gold. We could execute you, but that would upset people. We could ransom you for 10 gold. No, it's not worth it. We'll banish you to the Night's Watch. Right, now let's march our army to Saltpans. We're safe on that side of the river there, and we can get it under siege. Is Dragonstone under siege now? Yes, it is, and so is Driftmark. Perfect. We're at 60%, but I think we'll save the rest of this war for the next episode, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, I really hope that you have enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe if you did, and hopefully I will see you all very soon for the next episode.